A standard ankle taping to protect for a lateral ankle sprain. First of all, you want to be sure that the skin is clean and dry. You want to apply a tape adherent such as tough skin to this part of the leg. Then you're going to apply heel and lace pads over the instep and lower over the Achilles tendon. You're going to apply pre-wrap starting either around the foot and working up, or starting around the lower leg and going down. It really doesn't matter. Just be sure that you cover all the skin, and take your pre-wrap up just to the base of the calf where it starts to get some calf definition. First strips are your anchor strips. Starting at the top, you want to anchor by about half the width of the tape. Be sure that you're angling your tape so that it conforms. If you go straight around the leg here, it won't be flush with the skin. So this part, you're starting high, coming low, and at this angle, overlapping by about half, 2 strips here. Around the foot, you want this anchor strip to be on the midfoot, not out on the forefoot, and be sure that the angle is pretty much straight down or toward the front. Here, if you try to angle toward the back, then it won't conform. Okay? Those are your anchor strips. The next strips are the stirrups. We're going to start the stirrups on the medial side, always going from the medial or inside to the lateral or outside. The first one is going to go right in the middle of the ankle, straight down over the ankle bone, and the stirrups again will run straight down the ankle and then straight back up. Be careful not to angle them toward the front. You want to be sure that it's well anchored on the inside, pull it to the outside, take all of the stretch out of the tape, and anchor it firmly. Your second strip is what's known as a horseshoe. We're going to start from the anchor strip, go around the back of the leg, be sure that it conforms and is flush on the back of the leg along the Achilles tendon. Okay. Your second stirrup will be slightly in front of the first one. Okay. Then another horseshoe, overlapping by at least half, and being sure again that you change your angle where it conforms and it's flush against the skin. Your third stirrup will be slightly behind the first one, and again straight down, straight back up, taking all the stretch out of the tape and anchoring it firmly. Then apply your third horseshoe, again overlapping by about half. It's a good idea to go ahead and then anchor your stirrups so that they don't pull loose. If you have a gap here between your anchor strip and the stirrups, you want to put a filler strip here just to close that in. Okay? The next strip is to put your heel lock on. You want to start right at the heel, you come diagonally right across the instep. That will bring you at the right angle to come across the foot, down around the heel, target right back up to the instep again. As soon as you get there, you angle back down around the heel and back to the instep. Okay? Same thing, once again, starting here at the heel, diagonally across the foot or across the instep, down around the heel, back to the instep, back down around the heel in the opposite direction, and back to the instep. To do your figure 8, we're going to start around the foot, angling straight down or slightly to the front, around the foot, back to the instep, and around the lower leg. Okay? Again, angling toward the front or straight down, around the foot, back to the instep, and around the lower leg. Then you'll want to close up. Again, here the leg is pretty symmetrical, so you're going to go straight around. As you start to get definition to the calf, you gradually increase the angle here so that the tape is flush to the skin. And you're done. Okay, we're going to tape his wrist to prevent extension. We want to be sure that the skin is clean and dry. We want to apply tough skin or another tape adherent to the wrist, both the wrist and the hand. Turn them over, especially the palm is important. You're going to apply pre-wrap but just to the wrist, not through the hand. You want to start with 1.5" tape. Okay, on the distal forearm, be sure that you angle the tape so it's flush with the taper of his forearm. Okay. Then, when you get just around the bony part of the wrist, you'll be going pretty much straight around. And as the hand starts to flare out, you'll change your angle in the opposite direction, again, so that the tape conforms. Just around the bony part of the wrist is the only place that you will do a continuous loop twice around to give some extra support. Do not do that around the meaty part of the wrist. Then you'll use 1" tape. If you don't have 1" tape, you can split 1.5", but you'll put an anchor strip around the hand, and you want to be sure that you come between the knuckle here and the webbing so that you don't pinch and irritate the webbing. Okay? Then you'll have them turn their hand over, palm up, keeping the fingers spread and the wrist straight and slightly flexed. You're going to start your support strips distally or on the hand and angle across, taking all the stretch out of the tape, and you can adjust how tight you're pulling since you're starting the support strips out on the hand. And you want to be sure that the center of the X is right over the wrist. So apply 2 X's. Again, starting distally or at the hand and pulling toward the center of the body. And again, the center of your X should be over the wrist. Be sure that those are anchored properly. Have them turn the hand back over. Apply your anchor strip around the hand. Use your 1.5". Anchor around the wrist. Remembering your angles. Changing your angle as you get to the part of the forearm as it's increasing. And you're done. And you're done.